For some reason, YouTube takes a long time to upload my stuff. So, pardon a redundant long intro, okay? We're talking about lanyards on knives today, particularly big knives, okay? So, again, I have to repeat myself. YouTube's retarded, okay? It always uploads my videos late. Lanyards. We're talking about lanyards, how to make them, how to use them. Lanyards on big knives, okay? Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to get my other phone so I can actually see comments there. So stay tuned, guys. And thanks for your patronage. Okay? So let me see if I'm on freaking Facebook or whatever the fuck this is, okay? Again, guys, hello. Have a good day. It's freaking talking about lanyards. Supposedly I'm ready to go. Okay. All right. We're live. Uh, let's get through the tangents. It's hot as shit out here. I'm at a shooting range. It's the way up the street talking about knives. That's how ghetto I am. Lanyards, okay? Lanyards on knives. We're gonna make one. What they're for, all sorts of kick-ass shit, and why the hell I've bought these knives, and if you're interested in them, what they're called and how to get them. What do you do? So, to cut to the chase, this is a cold steel royal kukri, like royalty, royal kukri. Okay, so initially I had the K-bar fucking flies. I had the K-bar kukri. Yeah, K-bar kukri. K-bar kukri has like a freaking drainage hole here, some shit, so I could put another lanyard or paracord there, up here, and run it as a bandolier, like a shoulder strap. Okay. Well, with this Royal Kukri, we don't have that option because it doesn't have the hole here. But without further ado, this is how you're gonna use a lanyard for your blade. Okay, so I appreciate you guys and your patronage. Okay, I'm giving this. I'm showing my cousin this lanyard business because I'm giving him this blade. It is a cold steel Royal Kukri, and if you stay tuned, I'm gonna tell you about the pros and cons that I think of it. Okay, fucking flies. The summer in the fucking desert out here in California is fucking disaster. Okay, so long story short, look at this. See the blade? The blade's facing that way. My palm is facing the opposite way. The blade and the palm faces the opposite way, and it comes straight up like this. Okay? Fucking flies. Okay? Watch, you can even do it like this. Okay? Blade is facing away from my palm. Boom. Like this. You will find that not only does it prevent hand fatigue, you just like without the kukri, it feels like you're naked with this shit or something, if that makes sense. Okay? So like if you get sweaty, if there's not a lot of grip on these handles, if your palms get sweaty from working in the freaking horrible sun, or you're fat like me or something just from working too long, you feel like this will slip out of your hands. So fucking flies. So what's good is, remember, the palm faces away from the blade, right? Now look at my hands. My hand is relatively loose, so you save muscle energy. See, look at how loose my hand is. You tend to save a lot of muscle energy by whatever you're whacking. We're chopping wood right here. Okay, we're clearing brush. There's leaves and shit above you, but I'm not really. You get the point. Clearing trails. Okay. Fucking flies, dude. Please pardon. I swear to God, I hate the fucking summer. Um, Another thing that's a good thing to do. You see how the knot to this lanyard is here? It's preferably, in my opinion, close to the handle. It should be close to the handle. So watch, see, it's like right close to the handle, so that my thumb, and when it goes here, there's no there's no annoying ass fucking knots uh, digging into my hand. Okay, so that's that, and I'm gonna show you some more cool shit going on. Okay, with these fucking blades, and I should have brought bug repellent. Like the fucking flies just keep attacking your legs here. Like it's just stupid, dude. Um, so that's lanyards. Then I'm gonna show you like how to make a fucking lanyard, and not only that, but I'm gonna show you other shit like this later. So this is my new knife. It's the Work Tough Gear. Work Tough Gear. Fucking flies. Warhammer. This is a fucking beauty, dude. Okay, so I'll get to this, but I want to show you something that I recommend with these kukris. This isn't a kukri. This is like a bolo shape, whatever. I love this motherfucker. This is a badass blade, and I'm gonna get to that too. Fucking flies, dude. Fucking flies all fucking with my hand right now. Like, can you imagine, like, I fucking drop the knife or I go to whack it and I hit myself? So check this out. This is a gun sock. You know, gun socks originally go on long weapons like fucking shotguns and rifles. So with this lanyard business, okay, so check this out, guys. So with this gun sock that I cut shorter to be on my kukri, let's say this is on my belt, right? And then like, oh shit, a mountain lion. Oh shit, a crackhead. Oh shit, I want to fucking clear some trails, right? My hands are facing away from the blade, and then automatically comes out just like that. Whack, 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 whack. You get the point, guys. This is why lanyards are badass, and I'm gonna get to why they could be very essential. So not only are they essential for like hand fatigue and the shit won't fucking slip out of your hand or fall into the fucking river, or you drop it at nighttime and you can't fucking find it now and shit, right? But see, like I had it in the gun sock. I had it in the fucking gun sock. I'm pissed off. It's fucking weather, dude. I really hate the fucking summer. So, anyways, I got my little. Oh shit! There's a fucking honey badger that wants to eat my fucking cashews. Boom, in the lanyard, right? And then, boom. It's like pretty fast and accessible. Let me not be rude and answer some comments or lack thereof. This is the Work Tough Gear Warhammer. Work Tough Gear, in my opinion, is the best knife company in the world. Boosie is more expensive. Tops is pretty badass. So, anyways, giving my cousin a kukri and shit. Somebody, no, my bad. No, nobody's watching. Nobody gives a shit. So, Octuscamesker says hi. Laugh out loud as kukri is for gay people. You should use dildos, more dangerous. Yeah, man. So your mom uses dildo nunchucks, and your dad likes it. Kevin Albreo says, "Old man." Yeah, I've gotten a lot more pussy, young pussy than you'll ever get in your life. So, anyways, that's the lanyard. I'm gonna show cool people how to make a fucking lanyard. This is the Tops SXB Skull Crusher. The little trolls in the comments, they'll never be able to afford this because they suck at life, and they don't have robust manly hobbies like us. So with a blade like the Top Skull Crusher, okay, if you use it where your head is a finger toil, if you use it where your hand's supposed to be, doesn't really feel like it has the power potential that it should have. Okay? So right here, boom, lanyard, right? When you have the blade like this with a lot of bushcraft choppers, once you choke back on the blade, see, I'm no longer choked up near the handguard. Just by choking back like 3 inches increases the fucking power of this shit tremendously. Now, if you were to use this fucking flies. If you had to use this as a fighting knife, okay, so boom, oh shit, honey badgers coming to eat my fucking payday fucking candy bar. Boom, boom. I've beat the shit out of this thing. Other ones, this is a fresh top 6SB, like on trees and shit. This particular blade, if you had to use it for a fighting knife, and I know what the trolls are saying out there, you never been in a knife fight, huh? Yeah, bitch. Fucking there's professional Navy SEALs on YouTube that get paid to teach CQB that's never been in a knife fight too, asshole. But this, what I would like about this, if I had to get into that kind of encounter, this doesn't really bite into what it's hitting. It doesn't bite and get stuck. It'll it'll create a huge gash and go right through, so you can come back and come back like whack whack stab. Pretty badass. God forbid we ever get in a fighting scenario and shit like that, because you're not allowed to defend yourself. The cucks, the trolls in the comment section, they'll never know that. They'll never know how that is to have like a female depending on them for protection, because they just don't have the kind of testosterone. But when you come back, when you came from my day, and you're actually the size of a real man and shit, you're obligated to stand your ground and protect others around you, because you're too fucking fat and old to run anyways. But you guys see the importance of a lanyard, okay? It helps you to choke back on the blade, and it increases the power of the blade. Now let's see if there's any cool people or trolls commenting real quick. So, Kevin calls me an old man. Oh my God, man, I'm so offended. Oh man, you really ruined my day. You shouldn't be checking out dudes, man, to really tell that I'm old. Oh my God, oh no, I think he's too much of a bear. He's too old. So, yeah, let me tell you the pros and cons about these blades. So, with the Royal Kukri, I got this for a literal hunting knife, meaning I was really gonna go and get one of those kazoos that like supposedly attract coyotes and shit. And I was gonna plan to get in a fight with a shitload of coyotes. I've I've had encounters with wild boar and coyotes that were checking me out, like if I was worth trying to attack and shit. It's a long story. Comes with hanging out outdoors a lot. One thing about this Royal Kukri, I thought it was gonna have a lot of bite. I just talked about the Skull Crusher having not a lot of bite. Not, I mean, it can depending on the wood. It's a low saber grind on a very, very thick blade. This is a very thin blade. I thought it was a full flat grind, but it has what's called a convex edge. So I've noticed that when I hit a piece of wood, it doesn't really, I have to like really concentrate and apply force to make it stick while like it's stuck in the wood, you know? I'm not gonna really demonstrate here because I just sharpened this and I'm saving it to give to my cousin. But it's a convex cutting edge, and I noticed that I had a Kershaw Camp 10. You can look up Kershaw Camp 10. Very affordable, very good fucking knife, dude. And it's very low price. That motherfucker had more bite than any of my other expensive knives. Now, I haven't tried the Warhammer yet. I just got it. But it looks like a very high saber grind, okay? And let me let this car pass before they think I'm nuts. Or no. So, this one also supposedly has a convex cutting edge. I think it does seem like it has some good bite. The reviews that I've seen. Work Tough Gear Warhammer. What I really love about this blade. Now, what I'm about, okay, I'll suggest a good channel to you guys. 411 LLC Outdoors with Dan something. He's about fighting knives. He's about total applications of these things pertaining to warfare and self-defense and fighting. Me, I want a bushcraft chopper. I want something that looks kind of inconspicuous in the deadly department. Like, hey, officer, this is a bushcraft tool, but it can improvise as a self-defense weapon very, very greatly. Because I don't want to carry more than one fucking thing. I don't want to have a fighting knife here and a bushcraft chopper here, and then a small knife for fine work. I want to have as least. I want to carry as less shit as possible. Um, and this fucking blade, thank you Jesus, Work Tough Gear Warhammer. It has a fucking choil, like all knives are fucking supposed to have that are big at least, so that you can choke up and do fine work for feather sticks or sharpening spears. It's sacrificing a stat. This point for a self-defense application is not really going to be ideal for stabbing and thrusting. You're sacrificing a stabbing and thrusting tool for something that's recurved and forward heavy, so it has a lot of chop. Okay, what the tip is good for is if you did have to get into self-defense or a fight with this, when you come down here, that is gonna cut them. That is gonna bother the shit out of them. The Tops SXB has like a clip or a drop point. I don't know which. But it is more ideal for stabbing, and it's not as ideal for stabbing as the Tops Silent Hero, which I don't have with me right now. The Tops Silent Hero, every time I have this fucking blade in my hand, stupid fucking flies. The Tops Silent Hero is probably one of the best knives ever made, man. It has a really cool story to it, so you guys should check it out. Top Silent Hero. Um, so yeah, I just showed you guys the importance of a lanyard, the pros and cons of different shapes to these fucking knives, these blessed knives, and again, my former heavy favorite blade, the Tops SXB. This is what I like about this knife. Okay, it could be used as a breaching tool. I haven't found a knife yet with a better skull crusher, glass breaker, or pommel than this. This is like, oh shit, I missed. You could come back and hit them. If you're not trying to kill somebody, you can hit them. If you had to fucking save somebody's life by breaking glass open, it should be able to do the job. I'm not gonna fucking demonstrate on my vehicle. If I was at a laundromat in the ghetto and it fucking ate my quarters and now my clothes are trapped in there, I could get my clothes back just by fucking smashing that shit. And if I took this point and fucking stabbed up a tree or a branch, it will stay there. This will stick. This fucking will stick. Low saber grind. What I don't like about this knife is, let's say I'm chopping, I need a break. You can't just like hit it and make it stick in the wood, so you can, do your shit and find it, get it back out. You have to like resheath it, or you're gonna have to take the point and stab it on the fucking wood to take a break to do whatever you're doing, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Whereas something with a total full flat grind, it has a lot of bite. It will stick in the wood, so you can have a place to hold this shit. You don't have to keep resheathing it over and over. I chose on this one for my cousin to have an orange lanyard, so that if you dropped it on the ground or in the dark, you could find it better. So let me see if anybody commented, trolls. I believe in free speech, so no, I'm not gonna give a shout out to your gay shit, dude. So Wade, what's up, Wade? I need a good recommendation for a machete, like 12 inches, for clearing brush limbs and such. Yeah, Mr. Wade, Mr. Powell, welcome aboard, man. Cold Steel makes a bunch of fucking great ass machetes that are very reasonable price. This is their original pre-GSM Royal Kukri. Royal Kukri. Just go Amazon Royal Kukri and pray to God you get the one made in South Africa. The one made in China is not going to be much worse. Just Joe X, a really great knife testing channel. He pretty much proved that the original cold steel Royal Kukri is virtually indestructible. Pretty badass, man. But what you just Google cold steel machete, and you're gonna have a lot of badass shit, man. They make a lot of different shapes, sizes, bolos, parangs, whatever. Uh, Condor. You could YouTube or Google Condor machete, Tops machete. Um, it's very expensive. I would want to get the Tops Storm Vector. That looks like it can clear some brush, but it's probably pretty fucking heavy. Whereas your cold steel kukris, they're not heavy. One thing about the cold steel kukris and shit, their sheaths are flimsy, but it's you can't complain. This was only 40 bucks. This was only 40 bucks, and this is probably, one of the best fucking machetes ever made. Cold Steel Royal Kukri, my guy. Freaking A. Anything for a bro, man. But yeah, Cold Steel is pretty much where it's at. This Work Tough Gear Warhammer is gonna be it's expensive, but it's really in the ballpark of doing everything. It can chop, it can clear brush, it's not too heavy. And I what I like about it is it's got this it's not shaped like the Tops. This Tops, the Skull Crusher, the glass breaker on it. I haven't found a knife with a better one than that, in my opinion. Like, they might have a little tiny one that's really precise and really fine. It'll break a windshield or whatever you got to do. But why I want these little skull crushers and shit is for walnuts. You're in the woods, you want to eat a fucking walnut, you fucking pop that shit open, right? Another survival hack that I've been thinking of. I haven't been in this scenario yet. 1095 isn't great against rust, but if I was starving or some shit, I would take the bus to Laguna Beach and go find fucking mussels or what's that called, oysters and shit. You ruin the tip eventually and pick them off of the fucking rocks, and then if I didn't have something to open the fucking oyster with, this could just smash it open and I could just drink out of the damn sharded shell. You know, if that makes sense. I haven't been in that situation yet. One thing about Tops blades and some of Cold Steel is their spines can't strike a fucking ferro rod, man. I guess with Work Tough gear, all their stuff can strike a ferro rod. And if you guys don't know what a ferro rod is, this is a Uberleben ferro rod, okay? And this shit throws sparks, you know? You fucking shave a bunch of wood shavings, right? And you take this you take the spine of your knife, the back of your knife, and fuck, I'm looking stupid. See that? It throws sparks. All Work Tough gear knives do that shit. Whoop-de-fucking-do, la-di-da. But a lot of other stupid shit doesn't fucking do it, man. Like, come on, Tops. I'm paying fucking almost 300 bucks for this knife. Give it a spine that could fucking strike a ferro rod, please. For God's sakes. A lot of people say the Tops sheaths are shit. And to be honest, if I knew that inside this fucking Tops Skull Crusher sheath was a plastic fucking insert, I probably wouldn't have bought the fucking knife. I thought it was like some kind of like light metal Kydex or some shit plastic. Fuck no, dude. I mean, like plastic as in like heavy duty plastic. This is a Cold Steel mini tack buoy, and it's not Kydex, but the plastic sheath is pretty fucking good. And I put a lanyard on this fucking knife too. So look it, man. Boom. It came right out like this in case I was in a self-defense scenario, right? So this is what the fucking video is about, the importance of lanyards. Goddamn flies, dude. So without further ado, I'm gonna check some fucking messages, and then I'm gonna make a fucking damn lanyard for my other kukri, okay? And we're gonna explain fucking lanyards. Let's see if there's any comments or lack thereof. So, so far, Wade Powell, God bless you. You made the best comment so far. So this is going to be my cousin's Cold Steel Royal Kukri, and this is the one that I'm keeping. And instead of an orange lanyard, I'm going to go with blue. I'm going to go with blue because it's in between. Like, if I drop this in a bunch of fucking leaves, there's not a lot of shit in nature that's freaking blue besides the sky. So I have a good chance of being able to find this sumbitch on the ground if I drop it. But at the same time, it's not gonna give away my position when I'm hunting coyote and wild boar and the cryptid known as the Riverside Brain Monster at nighttime in the Santa Ana riverbed, so that Gavin Newsom could tell the cops to come whoop my ass. Because in California, we're just not really free, so it's more stealthy and shit. Without further ado, we're gonna make the fucking lanyard. Goddamn fucking flies. So here I go. Paracord, okay? I bought this orange fucking paracord at like fucking Tractor Supply Co. or some shit, maybe Walmart. And I'm not gonna complain, you know, but I noticed it's not as strong as the paracord that I bought from a military surplus store. Shout out to, if you live in Southern California, um, it's called All American Military Surplus Store in Fullerton, California. So far, in my opinion, that's the best military surplus store. They don't sell actual firearms, they have some less than lethal stuff. I haven't found another surplus store with as much stuff as they have. We had Big John's military surplus store in Riverside, California, and they closed down like 4 years ago. But they were pretty good too. It just goes to show you, it's crazy. Everybody wants to buy made in China shit instead of like doing it the American way, you know? And these fucking flies are driving me fucking insane. So we're gonna get paracord, in my opinion. I'm going to fucking cut more than I need so that I have slack. And not only that, so that when you tighten the motherfucker, you have plenty of room for your hands to tighten shit. Fuck yeah. Um, God damn it. Fucking flies, dude. So, without further ado, so I cut my fucking paracord, alright? And, what the fuck, dude? So I cut my paracord, and you see in most knives on the pommel or the butt of the handle, there's gonna be a fucking hole there, you know, with Lottie fucking daw. You take your paracord and you go through the fucking hole. God damn it, these fucking flies, dude. Yeah, I really appreciate anybody who's a patron of my channel. The very few people that get me to go, that have I have enough subscribers to actually go live, and I hope your patronage continues, because the fucking summer forces me to not be in the fucking outdoors, dude. So it's time to take fat chicks to motels. I'm a functional nomad. I basically just fucking travel and fucking score fat chicks, live off their courtesy and shit. But okay, guys. So what you're gonna do is, I don't know if you know about this knot, but see, we got the fucking paracord and shit, right? You put it together and you just fucking tie it to itself like this. Like, see, it's the whole fucking cord, and you make a stupid fucking loop like this. Pardon me, I'm so pissed off, dude. I fucking hate insects and shit. So anyways, that's way too big for my fucking hand, right? So let's just eyeball it to where you think that where you're gonna be at. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be somewhere. I would start like, that seems like fucking roughly like 8 inches or 9 inches of fucking goddamn loop. And I'm gonna tie it off right here to start, right? And you're gonna tighten it more and more and more until your hand feels fucking secure and shit. So fucking goddamn flies, it's unreal. Fuck the desert, dude. This state is getting. I'm done with California, for fuck's sakes. So remember how I was saying with these lanyards, you're gonna dear God. So the fucking son of a bitch. These lanyards right here. So it's like that. The blade is face. My palm and the blade are facing opposite directions, right? So I know that's too loose because it doesn't feel all nice, tight, and secure like this lanyard does that I already mentioned. See how loose my hand is? And like this will save you so much energy if you had to chopping some wood for some firewood and shit that Gavin Newsom doesn't allow. We're not allowed to have fucking campfires in California because supposedly global warming and climate change is the inadvertent is the fucking culprit of all the wildfires we have every year. It's not assholes lighting fireworks and starting fucking nefarious fires on fucking purpose. So the only place that you're allowed to have designated campfires here are you'll have to go to a campsite area where a bunch of other fucking people's kids are running around in shitty diapers, blasting like Linkin Park or mariachi music till 4 a.m. And you can't be like alone in nature by yourself. You're gonna have to fucking be around everybody's stupid shit. God fucking damn these fucking insects, dude. So we know that this shit is stupid, right? It's too fucking loose. So what we're gonna do is you simply, I don't know if you guys can see, you're just gonna you're just gonna make the loop. It's common sense. You're gonna just make the loop tighter. And you're not gonna tighten it all the way until you find the correct sizing that you want. So right now we're getting closer, but it's still pretty loose in my hand. So we're gonna fucking adjust it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but let me try to bring my paws close to your view and pleasure. God damn these fucking insects, man. It's gonna. So, anyways, I'm gonna make it the loop like this and tighten it. I mean, making the fucking loop here smaller. But remember, not tightening the knot all the way yet until we. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. That's probably perfect. So now I'm gonna just barely make it tighter by like millimeters, right? And then come here, and then right here, I'm gonna pull this, the loop itself, and these two strings. The loop itself, oh, I'm pretty sure it just got kind of loose. This is a little by little process, you know. Just got to keep adjusting it incrementally until you get it. Yeah, I made it looser. And all these fucking insects in my face are making it fucking worse. Jesus Christ, man. Fuck. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some fucking bug repellent. This is fucking ridiculous. I hate the fucking summer with a passion. Ah, fuck the summer. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This stupidest fucking shit, man. I'm so fucking done with California. The people here are fucking douchebags. Like, half of the people that come up here are less douchebags. They're like Second Amendment constitutionalists and stuff because it's a fucking shooting range. That's cool. But I mean, like, in California, the traffic's deadly every day, and people are so fucking retarded. There's like a traffic halting. You're like late to work unless you get up at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, they never learn. Like, hey, it's not the movies, asshole. In real life, you can flip your shit and die. Like, god damn it. And they're cut. If you drive like a normal person in California, you will get cut off like every 2 nanoseconds. And in the desert ghetto, in the ghetto period, if you're like literate or patriotic or breathe out of your nose, or fucking like your parents are still together or something, or you try to get good grades or whatever, you're gonna get your ass kicked, you know, because you're a square. Um, Orange man bad, you know. So I'm gonna tighten this motherfucker a little bit again. See if we're about right there. I think that helped. I sense less insects. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. See, my hand's loose, and that's how I'm kind of gauging how tight this shit should be. So that's pretty perfect, right? So I'm gonna pull both strings, bring it together, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it. And then that's probably fucking great. I tend to do another stupid ass loop just to make sure it doesn't fucking um, loosen itself. So make sure the fucking knots like touch. So god damn it. Um, Fucking bugs. They ruin my concentration. That's my excuse. So yeah, boom, boom. That's good enough. So let's see. See how that feels now. Fucking blade is facing away from the palm. Okay. Son of a bitch. So yeah, again, make sure it's not all twisting and shit. That really is where pretty smooth. Again, it's better if the knot is near the handle than up top. So right here, the knot's right here next to the handle. My hand is either facing me or away from the blade, meaning the blade is facing that way, my hand's facing this way. Okay? Get these tassels out of the way real quick. Boom! There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. See, when I go and start killing coyotes for eating my cat, this isn't gonna fly out of my hand when I start getting sweaty or tired. It's a good job. So these tassels are too fucking long, right? So I would say about an inch and a half or 2 inches. Take the tassels and cut them right here. These scissors got dull as fuck. Then when you cut paracord, you want to burn the ends because they'll fray on you like shoestrings. So let me see. Oh my god, I'm starting fires. There's gonna be a helicopter above my head. There's gonna be a park ranger to come out with Smokey the Bear to whoop my ass and shit all over my Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights because it's California. But if I was like in the riots, the peaceful protests happening in LA right now, and circa June 2025, then I would the cops would just stand back and let me destroy people's businesses because that's politically correct. So there we go. See how I was about to like this and then twist it? You don't want that. You want it clean. There's the fucking loop, all fresh and symmetrical. Blade is facing the opposite direction of my palm. Boom. Now it's really, really fucking secure in my hand. This is a kukri. This is like the most powerful one-handed blade design besides a hatchet in the world. And better than a tomahawk in some aspects, because a tomahawk or an axe, if you miss and hit the stick on your opponent or wild animal trying to kill you, you fucked up. But here, with a blade or kukri design, there's so much surface area that you can't miss. It's hitting something, it's destroying something. The Gurkha warriors they swear by the kukri, and they would hunt tigers with just this, not even a gun. Now I don't know the exact footwork or technique, but and I'm not looking forward to kill a cat. But if you got attacked by a wild mountain lion and you had time to whip this out, they say that they wait for the cat to leap at them. They cut off. They basically damage the paw. When the cat goes, "Rrr," they fucking hit the paw and like. So the cat went forward. The cat's too stupid, even though I love cats, and it's gonna still try to attack you with a wounded paw. You get to its flank. You get to its flank, and this has to cut into its neck, the back of the neck, and hit the spine. So I'm not saying like I'm so Billy badass. I've been there and done that. That's the method for fighting a big cat. If you had only a kukri, and that's how useful these things are. You can fucking chop firewood with it, right? You can fucking, I don't know, use it as a can opener or some shit. And you can actually hunt animals with this shit. Hunt or defend yourself, same difference. The only worry I have is that I've tested this kukri and it didn't have a lot of bite. It's a convex cutting edge. It didn't really stick in the wood. So if you're really trying to hit a wild animal in the spine through its neck, I hope it has penetrating force. Because again, they, I thought it was a full flat grind. It's a convex cutting edge. It makes the edge stronger for hard use against wood and shit, but it lessens it as a weapon. What I hear, what is a very good kukri, it's not produced very well, meaning like there's rough edges, meaning like they didn't really machine the handle so ergonomically smooth. But Essie, Essie kukri. I heard the sheath is shit, but it's a full flat grind kukri. Design that thing's gonna bite into something. Jordan B. Peterson, his channel right now is called the Prepper's Bunker. He shows a good test on the SC Kukri. And SC with their full flat grinds or high saber grinds, they have been known to break. SC's a damn good company. I have never bought an SC, and I love SC. They have a no questions asked return policy. They stand by their product, and they give you good fucking sheaths with your knife. The most famous SC knife is the SC Hungless and like the SC5. I would want to buy an SC6. It has a choil. I wish the SC Hungless had a fucking choil. It could strike a ferro rod. I don't know why the fuck these knife companies don't do that with their shit. But it's not a deal breaker because SC Hungless has a great fucking sheath. They don't give you these flimsy nylon shit sheaths. They're not cheap with their fucking sheaths, like Tops. This is the Top Skull Crusher sheath. I wish it was leather or fucking something. The concept of the sheath is not bad because in this fucking pocket of the sheath of the Skull Crusher, I got a fucking I fit either a compass or a fucking multi-tool, a fucking another pocket knife, and this is like a diamond sharpening pencil and shit. Okay, that's one sheath. This other sheath to the Top Skull Crusher, so that's this sheath and shit. Right, the back is Molly compatible as fuck. So what I did was I mounted a different fucking knife sheath to it. I don't have that knife sheath anymore, but I have another fucking compartment that in here is another multi-tool, and this main one is usually a compass, okay, and it fits my ferro rod. Uberleben makes the best ferro rod. They gave me the 6-inch one like a stupid. Right now Knife Country USA is selling this is online. They have 8-inch Uberleben ferro rods, which is the best ferro rod known to mankind. The only drawback to that ferro rod is It's heavy. It's gonna add weight to your pack. Worth it because fucking every other ferro rod I've ever had, it's generally still hard to light a fire. Other than fucking a. Other than the other fucking ferro rod is short as shit. I don't know why. See, like, here's this fucking ferro rod right here, and it's like fucking only like 4 inches and shit. The Uberlebens are huge. The Uberlebens, I've had like not the best fucking shavings in the world. A small pile. You just put that motherfucker to it, the 8-inch one, and go. Your hand starts getting warm. It generates all this heat. Something's lighting on fucking fire, dude. Top Skull Crusher. I had high hopes for this knife. I still kind of do. It has a low saber grind. I'm more in the full flat grinds, or high saber grind is my favorite. It can still split wood fairly well, and it has a lot of bite to it. Very sharp. This knife, I still love it. Um, I feel like if any knife enthusiasts out there, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're chopping really hard wood with this shit, it's designed to never be able to break. But I feel like the kind of wood that it has a lot of bite with it wouldn't be breaking it anyways. But one thing about this Top Skull Crusher, if you know what batoning is, I have like a fucking log here, and you put it on top of the log, and you fucking grab a bigger stick and you pound it through till the fucking log splits in half. This motherfucker can split, dude. It fucking explodes the fucking doesn't matter, has knots in there and shit. This is the best splitting tool I've ever had. The blade is only like I think something over 9.5 inches, but it doesn't have as much surface space to baton like my Royal Kukri or the Work Tough Gear Warhammer. This is going to be my new main knife, the Work Tough Gear Warhammer, because it's very forward heavy. It's got a fucking choil. It's sharp as shit, and it has a decent pommel. I wouldn't call it a glass breaker, but that can crush some walnuts and stuff. Another really good channel is Three River Blades, and that guy's a real man. He was in the army and all that. He's like me, that likes forward heavy knives, something that SC doesn't really give you with the SC Hungless. This is forward heavy. You're sacrificing. It's a bolo shape, so whatever you hit has a lot of power and shit because it's very forward heavy. This Top Skull Crusher is very forward heavy too. But you see the way it's shaped? If you had to thrust this into something, if you had to stab something for your life depended on it, and it's got a pretty thick and robust tip. Let's see. I don't know which one is a thicker tip, but I would get, yeah, the Skull Crusher has a thicker tip. If you had to prize something, again, like 1095 isn't great against rust. This is SK85. It's purportedly better against rust. But if you had to use this as a digging or a prying tool, like I said, like earlier, if I was starving and like this is the apocalypse or something, I would try to go down the Laguna Beach and use this tip to dig out some what's that, mussels or fucking oysters and shit, and then use the glass breaker if I didn't have a prying knife to fucking smash it and drink the fucking oyster juice out. So anyways, yeah, good for me. If I had time, I would show you why I have tongs, big ass tongs in my survival pack, because once upon a time when we were starving and shit, we were young lads working only part-time and spending all our money on gas and rent. We went to Laguna Beach, and with tongs and shit, we got a bunch of fucking crabs. Not a bunch, they're not easy to catch, but got some fucking crabs, took them home and boiled them and ate them with 99-cent store rice. But yeah, Work Tough Gear Warhammer. Um, the Royal Kukri is obviously much. It's much bigger. It's gonna hit harder. but this is thicker. This is what you call high saber grind. Do you see how thick the spine is? And it's still a pretty like flat grind. Like the fucking grind, it just start from the fuller right here. This little the fuller is like this little divot here. It just goes and goes and goes in the blade, right? Whereas the skull crusher, I'll get that one real fast. Fucking flies. Every time I think, oh my god, the fucking flies just won't leave me alone. The skull crusher is this big ass fucking piece of steel, and then the blade starts from here. On the work tough gear, the blade starts from up here, so it has more bite. This one has, again, if you had to get in a self-defense situation with this, hopefully you have time to bust the lanyard out. This is gonna go boom. It's gonna make a huge fucking welt into that shit, like a shallow fucking big ass gaping wound. Boom, but it's not gonna get stuck in the target, which means you could come back and hit again, and come back and hit again. So as this is advertised as a fighting knife, yeah, sort of. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. My buddy was telling me he was watching they could caught on film people fighting with machetes in South America, and some dude lost his hand and still won the fight. I don't want to be in that situation, but someone was coming at you with a machete. Hopefully, you have time to close the distance and get close to something like this. Boom, you know, boom, 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 boom. Like you're gonna have to fucking get really close to them. But I'm not saying I'm Billy Badass. I'm not advocating looking for violence. I'm talking about if you're at the Santa Ana riverbed like I am, and because you're more afraid of the law than you are crackheads, you don't bring a gun, and some fucking bum with a machete comes out on fucking fentanyl and shit. Well, there's a saying, it's better to be judged by 12 than buried by 6. So, if you get the drift. So any fucking way, this is too long. My cousin's not gonna watch this whole fucking video. I'm gonna make him a smaller, short fucking clip or some shit. But yeah, so here's the fucking lanyard, right? The whole point of the story was lanyards. So the blade is facing the opposite direction. My palm's facing the opposite direction. Boom. Now it's very secure in my hand, right? It's kind of rolling, fucking bitch. But it's better than nothing. Now it's staying in my hand, right? Whoop de fucking do. The importance of lanyards, because it's a neck knife, cold steel royal kukri, right? Put my thumb in the fucking handle. Now I have a deployable self-defense weapon. Like, oh my god, you're robbing me at my ATM machine. Oh, get away from me, bum, you know? So good for me. Like, you could also just be like, whoosh. But either way, you're not allowed to defend yourself. We live in a society where you're supposed to be a cuck. So yeah, guys, that was a video. Whoop de fucking do, la di da. I'm gonna put this shit away. You can hear me ramble about something fucking else. See if anybody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit. Yeah, guys, so keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. And remember, guys, a wise man once said that just remember, if you're a guy and you're having a bad day, nobody really cares. Right on, putting this show. Ah! Wow, I'm an idiot. It's because of these fucking flies. They're distracting as shit. The summer in California sucks. The beaches are crowded as shit. It's gonna. If I wanted to drive to the beach right now, it's Monday, so it's feasible. But on the weekend or something, you're gonna be like overheating in your car because it's. I'm in the San Bernardino National Forest right now. I'd be lucky if it's like 3 or 3.5 hours before I got to Newport Beach and found fucking parking somewhere. I only really know how to get to Huntington Beach because I know where the fuck you can actually pay for fucking parking. And then you have like billions and billions of other people there that are all fucking annoying and shit. Yeah, California's too crowded, it's too expensive, and there's too many fucking laws. And I don't know where you live, but like if I was at the gym right now and I was like, oh yeah, I own guns and knives, people would think I'm crazy, dude. I was born in Ohio. That shit's normal, dude. Like men have tools, you know? Fucking A. And these are tools. These are tools that you're gonna actually need because you can't. I like knives more than guns because you can't chop wood with a gun. You can't do food prep with the fucking gun, man. But I do really believe in the Second Amendment. I really, really support the Second Amendment. And if I had little niñas and little chiquitas, and if I had a panzona, like a freaking a wife and kids and all that shit, I would be packing. I wouldn't give a fuck, dude. I mean, like some of the motels I stay at. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to admit that I carry. Like, fuck, dude. I'm gonna be armed. Like I don't. If you call yourself a man and you live in America, and you're not like using a Glock as a bar of soap and sleeping with a shotgun, you're a bitch. Like, I understand if you have stupid little kids, you can't have firearms out, locked and load and ready to go. Can't do that shit. But I don't understand the logic of men who don't think martial. Like, I've seen dudes with chicks, and they put these chicks in such precarious situations, dude. Like, uh, I could elaborate, but nah. Let me. I'll give you an example. There's this story of this couple who's no longer together because they had a stressful ass situation. They were in the rainforest hiking and shit. That's cool. That's very cool to have a chick that rather go hiking and sightseeing and nature exploring than to shake her ass for other dudes at a club. That's awesome. But they're on this trail, the Amazon, and they get lost. They lost the fucking trail, and they had a horrible experience, and they barely survived. They couldn't sleep for days. Mosquitoes are eating them. Wild animals are almost gonna prey on them, and they're ready to kill each other because it was so fucking stressful. And they broke up, right? Well, if you're a real man, if you're a dude like me, you're not gonna get lost on that fucking trail. You know why? Cause like here's your chick and here's you, right? Imagine you're me. There's some make believe chick right here. You're like do 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 do. You're like walking in the rainforest or whatever the fuck, right? So the dude that she was with, I don't know how these kind of guys are getting chicks nowadays. Like simp ass fucking fuck boys and fucking nerds and sissy ass motherfuckers that aren't martial artists for shit. You don't have to be a martial artist or a marine to be a real man. You just have to fucking give a shit. And so, like, her dude, right, was like, oh my god, the butterfly. Oh my god, a butterfly. Like, she's like, oh my god, a butterfly. He's also like, oh my god, a butterfly. And they just kind of put their thumb up their ass and they lost the trail, right? Dude, I've had to chaperone drunk ass easy bitches and shit. I'm not getting lost on that trail. You know why? Because when I'm walking, the only thing I'm going to think of is like, let her get her fun, let her get tired, because I can't wait to go back to the hotel, drink, bang the shit out of her, eat something, and fall asleep. Because all week I'm training, I'm fucking working out, I'm working, I'm grinding, man. I'm fucking like doing shit I don't want to do, like getting eaten by fucking flies out here, right? So by the time you have to put up with her shit, you're like, I can't wait to get this over with so I could just hit it, eat, and fucking go to sleep and have a beer, you know? But her dude was like, with low ass testosterone, he's like, oh my god, a butterfly. And they both got lost off the fucking trail. And you guys don't even understand, man. If you don't understand what that's about, dude, then you must be one of the trolls in the comments. So that was the video, guys. Nobody fucking cares, but survival knives. I had to be a douchebag and ask you to like and subscribe or some shit so I could keep doing live shit. If you want some shit to look at, yeah. So I'm a martial artist. Whoop de fucking do the shit that you see me doing on my shorts. I could teach you that if you're not a douchebag. And look up my playlist. Like it says like blades, bushcraft, and tactical or whatever. You might learn some shit off of that. But if you give a fuck about some kind of entertainment value, I'm sorry my shit isn't all like edited and fucking whatever. It's very raw and rudimentary. But when this fucking god awful heat goes away, what I do is some precarious ass fucking hiking, dude. I don't go hiking like, oh my god, a butterfly. I go exploring like where like if you rolled your ankle or ran into a fucking crackhead or a wild animal or a fucking poltergeist or some shit, you could be really fucked. You know what I mean? So I usually go to the Santa Ana River. It's like a fucking abyss there once the fall happens. There's a bunch of wild boar and shit. Basically, you could see how scary shit is if you watch me do that shit because you're in pitch black darkness and you got to make sure all your shit, your gear's up to par. You have enough batteries for your fucking flashlight. And I go there with no firearm, just a knife. So yeah, whoop de fucking do. My main one, I'm gonna go to with the Home Garden Hills in Riverside. I'm gonna go try to fight a bunch of fucking coyotes. They're more than likely gonna run away. I've had instances. I had near encounters with coyotes and shit, but I was too young, big, and healthy. Thank God, you know. So they kind of left me alone, but they thought about it. I had to like, oh, get the fuck like that. One came right at me. That wasn't on camera or nothing. Unfortunately, what else? Fucking so that trying to go kick some coyotes' ass. Oh yeah, and then I was thinking about exploring this graveyard to see if we could see any spirits, but not really for that. That's disrespectful. If I don't get evicted out of that graveyard by some kind of fucking cop or some shit, we're gonna pray the rosary for the dead. So like basically I go to these precarious ass fucking places, dude, and we it's like a Christian seance, man. We're gonna pray the rosary and try to bless the dead and try to bless ourselves. And then what else? Like oh, this sounds really corny as shit, but it is a fucking adventure. So I know where the Santa Ana uh, I know where the Riverside Brain Monster or Brain Tickler of Riverside. Bear with me. Sounds corny as shit. You know what cryptids are? Cryptids are like Bigfoot or aliens or fucking Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. 70 years ago or so, in the 1950s or whatever, there was two back-to-back police reports that and like scratches on people's cars and shit, and it would be pretty fucking waste of time if they lied and made it up. But over at the Santa Ana riverbed at this particular spot, people purportedly, the best way I could describe it is they ran into like an 8 foot tall, like skinny ass, like fucking alien looking, I guess like a prehistoric praying mantis. Imagine some like fucking crazy it's just it's a fucking cryptid. It's a fucking monster, dude. So I've been praying to God to run into that thing because I want to get famous and kill a fucking cryptid. And fucking flies. The older I get, I'm hoping I run into Bigfoot. It'd be fucking horrific. You'll be screaming. But think about it this way, dude. If you don't go by animal predation or run into a crackhead, if you don't leave this earth by that means, you're just gonna get old and forgotten and fugly, and you don't know. Like, God forbid we never run into disease. I pray to God like almost every day that I would rather never have a retirement plan, just have to work to my last dying breath on earth. Like, I hope for like, I don't want to have to be infirmed and all sickly. I hope that at least a heart attack, a cool fight, a valiant fight to the death with something justified. I'm sure as a dude you pray for that too, but it's I want to find that fucking cryptid, dude. And if I don't find that cryptid, you can hear the wild boar over there. They're fucking like digging in the dirt trying to get worms and sounds like they're fighting amongst themselves to get shit off in the ground to eat, whether they eat roots or whatever. But it's scary as fuck. Last time I was at the Santa Ana River, I had the not the last time, like the time before, whatever. So I had to ditch it. I had to fucking dip out to try to carry light shit. I didn't bring enough fucking batteries, and I couldn't start a fucking fire, dude. And I had to get the fuck out of there, man, because you hear the wild boar in the fucking background, and it makes you shriek because your brain keeps telling you, it tells you, fuck, dude, that's a mountain lion eating these pigs. I'm next. You can't get that out of your mind. And so, yeah. Also, if you look up the Riverside Brain Monster or the Riverside Bridge Monster or the Brain Tickler of Riverside, you'll eventually see in the images the bridges that it shows the area with the graffiti and shit. If I still have access to those areas, what that's another topic. I'm going to fucking film that shit. I can get there. Also, this isn't really a tangent, but the government fucking sucks, dude. Because when we were kids, we would go to the Santa Ana River all the time. You'd have these other like nice Mexican families that taking their kids to the little river in the summer because it's cheaper than the beach. It's easier to get to than the beach. People would go to the Santa Ana River and they were fucking shoot bows and shit. You can go boar hunting and shit. You could teach your kid how to shoot a fucking bow, even if you don't fucking run into a pig and shit. But the last time I was there, they had this fucking sign, right? And the sign's like, oh, like for your fucking bitch ass safety and for wildlife preservation, this shit is blocked off for your safety. Fuck you, dude. It's not for our safety. The government just wants to fuck us, dude. They don't want you to be able to teach your kid hunting shit for free. They don't want you to like go and motherfucking find wild boar and fucking hunt and shit and have food in your freezer for free. They don't want that shit. If you're gonna ever do that shit, you have to pay fucking taxes, whatever. You have to pay a fee to be in a designated area where they can see you wiping your fucking ass, right? And you gotta be around a bunch of stupid bitch ass other families with their fucking loud ass snot nosed kids running around in zapatas and shit like fucking diapers with their fucking stupid bitch ass soy boy fucking music blaring. You can't just like do what I'm trying to do and be solidarity and alone and peace and challenging yourself, fucking nature and shit, you know? They don't allow that shit. They don't like that. They want dude, especially in California and coming to a state near you, the globalists and shit, this is the kind of life they want you to have. They want you to have a fucking electric car so that they can shut that shit off at any time. You didn't pay some kind of fucking bill. And then they want you to work a shitty fucking job and then be stuck in traffic all day while your wife is sucking off fucking Chad or Tyrone in your own bed when you're not there. And then your stupid fucking soy boy ass kids and your fucking slutty daughter and your emo goth fucking little booger of a kid, they just like, they ignore you all day jacking off on their fucking stupid phone, right? And then after you're done with your fucking stucking in traffic and shit, you come home, you watch some fucking Netflix, right? You get turned down by your fat ass wife in a moo-moo, you go to sleep for fucking 2 hours, you wake up, you have a fucking stupid latte, you do that shit all over again. I'm free as fuck, motherfucker. Like, dude, like, I don't have like fucking Gary Coleman as a stepson and some ratchet ass fucking bitching at me, you know, like yelling at me that I can't watch something on TV or I can't go to the gym. I have to sit down and get a beer gut to be around all her stupid shit and to hear about the fuzzy purse that she just bought off of Temu. I'm out in the wild and shit like that. I get to buy $300 fucking knives. Thank you, God, right? And you come along on the journey, and then if I could still get to that place, it's not on a river and shit like that. If I can't, there's other places I'm gonna fucking go, and then I'm gonna like fucking film it, you know? And then we're gonna see like some crazy fucking shit, dude. So anyways, you guys keep fucking rocking in the real world. I gotta be a douchebag and ask you to like and subscribe and shit, so I can keep fucking doing this shit, and then like fight for your fucking rights by being all I can fuck yeah, admonishing you to be all you can fuck yeah, and together we're gonna be a fucking cornucopia. Fuck yeah, dude. So anyways, I guess, yeah, fucking A. I gotta get on the day. Let's see if anybody gave a shit to fucking, nobody gave a shit. Alright guys, God bless. Fuck yeah.